says Quraish, Duriyatu Ismail, the descendants of Ismail alayhi salam. And he goes into the Arabic language a little bit. Alam, he says the lamb is jar, lamul jar. Wa ilafu is al-majrur. Al-jaru wal-majrur muta'allikun bis-surati allati qablaha. So he goes to the Arabic language a little bit, and just briefly he mentions here that this is connected to the surah before it. It is connected to the surah before it. You can see by the way it begins. Bi-ilafi Quraish. Bi-ilafi Quraish. By the way it begins with this lamb being a jar, and then the ilafi being the madrur. He's saying they are both connected to the surah which came before it. As all of this happened, the story, when you look at the story of the elephant and the Suratul field, and what was the end result of the Ashabul field, of the owners or the companions of the elephant, what was their end result? Why did all of this happen? For what? What was the reason all of this happened? For what? You got that lamb there. You got that lamb there to start off the next surah. Li-ilafi Quraish. For the protection of the Quraish. Mu'ala says, Ay ahlaknahum li-ajli ayshay. He says, we destroyed them for what purpose? Li-ilafi Quraish. For the protection of the Quraish. Li-ilafi hadhihi al-qabilati allati hiya hawla al-haram. For the protection of this tribe which dwells around the haram. Hawla al-Kaaba, which dwells around the Kaaba. Wakanat Taj al-Arab. They are the crown of the Arabs. Faqurayshu hiya Tajul Arab. The Quraysh, they are the crown of the Arabs. Due to the fact that they are the neighbors of Al-Bayt, he says. The Mu'alif. And because they take care of the affairs of the pilgrims, they took care of the affairs of the pilgrims during Jahiliyyah. During the pre-Islamic days of ignorance, the Quraysh were the tribe that took care of the pilgrimage, took care of the pilgrims, the Hajj pilgrims. Al-Hasu. So in summary, أن الله أهلك أصحاب الفيل لأجل قريش وإكرام هذه القبيلة التي هي سدانة بيت الله العتيق. He says Allah destroyed the companions of the elephant for the Quraysh to honor this tribe, to honor this tribe, which is the tribe that takes care of the house of Allah, the Kaaba. Alladhi anjahu Allahu min kaidi hadhal jabbar. So Allah saved this tribe from the plot of this tyrant. Qawluhu ta'ala, Allah the Most High says, Ilafihim ruhlatash shita'i was-sayf. And with all those Allah's grace and protections, we cause the Quraish caravans to set forth safe in winter to the south and in summer to the north without any fear. And Allah says, Kanat adatu Quraish. This was the custom of the Quraish. Annahum lam ruhlatani tujariyatan. They would have two caravans of commerce. لأن Mecca ليس فيها شيء, because Mecca didn't have anything inside of it. فهي واد غير ذي زرع. He said it was a valley that didn't have agriculture. فهم يجلبون لها بدائي والتجارة من هنا وهناك. So they would go back and forth here and there for commerce and trade. فكانت لهم رحلتان تجاريتان. And they had two caravans, two trade caravans. رحلتان في الشتاء إلى اليمن. It says a caravan in the winter going to Yemen. لأن فيه الدفء, because Yemen was warm. ورحلتان في الصيف إلى الشام. And a caravan in the summer going to Asham. لأن فيه برودة, because it was cool. والجو طيب, and the weather was nice. So the Quraysh, this was their affair. They would do this, and they would go to these places for commerce and business, trade, transactions. So they had two caravans during the year. A winter caravan in Yemen and a summer caravan to Asham. And they were safe. Their caravans would go out and no one would bother them. And this was not due to their business and this was not due to their trade and their goods and their merchandise that they were collecting. This wasn't the reason, the Shaykh saying, this wasn't the reason that they weren't bothered. This wasn't the reason for the protection. Had that men ajlil bayt till atiq. He said they were protected and they weren't bothered, they weren't attacked because of the sacred house of Allah, the Kaaba. Wa'aidan, and also هذا مقدمة لبعثة هذا الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. And also, this was a precursor to the dispatchment of this messenger, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Hala hadha al-bayt, this messenger who would live near al-bayt, the secret house of Allah, the Kaaba. وَلِهَذَا قَالَ, and due to this he said, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So let them worship Allah, the Lord of this house, the Kaaba in Mecca. The Mu'allif says, Lam yakul ya'budu hadha al-bayt. He did not say, worship this house. Bal qala, rather he said, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Worship the Lord of this house. So worship the Lord of this house. فَالْإِبَادَةُ لِلَّهِ. He says, so ibadah is for Allah. وَأَمَّا الْبَيْتُ فَهُوَ مَكَانٌ لِلْإِبَادَةِ masjid. He said, as for al-bayt, the house, it is a place for ibadah, a masjid. Shaykh Fawzan says, Wal ma'budu fahu Allah. So al ma'bud, the one whom is worshipped, the one who has the right to be worshipped, fahu Allah, and he is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fali'abudu rabba hadha al-bayt. So worship the Lord of this house. Allah said, he is the one. He said that which Allah has protected, that which Allah has protected and safeguarded from the tyrants. Wa huwa Suratul-Quraish wa Suratul Arab. And this is an honor. And this is an honor for the Quraysh and an honor for the Arabs. The last ayah, before we close, Qallahu ta'ala, Allah the Most High says, Alladhi ad'amahum min ju'in wa amanahum min khawf. He who has fed them against hunger and has made them safe from fear. And the Mu'allif says, he has made available to them arzaq, provisions, وَأَمَانَهُمْ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ, and has made them safe from fear. And he says the risk, provision, while amnu and safety, they are coupled together. Kama annal ju', just as hunger, wal khawf, and fear, muqtarinan, are coupled together. Waliyadu billah, refuge sought with Allah from hunger and fear. And he mentions the coupling together of the hunger and fear. He mentions the ayah. He mentions a few ayat. He goes into Surah, and now, وَدَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا قَرْيَةً كَانَتْ أَمِنَةً مُطْمَئِنَّةً يَأْتِيهَا رِزْقُهَا رَغَدًا مِنْ كُلِّ مكانا